Hello, welcome to Simple IELTS. Today we will talk about IELTS reading section, especially matching sentence endings. In this lesson, you will learn what matching sentence endings are and strategies for answering matching sentence endings questions. Okay? First, I would like to remind you to subscribe to this YouTube channel, Simple IELTS, and then turn on the notification so you can get the updates of the videos, and then like, comment, and share this video. Okay? So first, what is a matching sentence endings question? It is a question that takes form as an incomplete sentence and it requires you to complete it based on the text given to you. This is an example of the text that I took from the BBC with the title, Follow the Food, How Your Diet Can Treat Diseases. Okay, and then there is an instruction here. Complete each sentence with the correct ending, A to E below. These are the sentences, number 1 and 2, and then write the correct letter, A to E, on your answer sheet. A to E, these are the options, the answers, A to E, okay? These are the endings for these questions. So question number, for each question, there's only one correct answer, by the way, okay? And then normally the answers come in order of the text. So for example, if you found that the answer for question number 1 is located in the last sentence in the first paragraph, to find the question number 2, you can start from the first sentence in the second paragraph because it's not located, because the answers come in order of the text, okay? Or in other words, it's not located. The answer for question number 2 is not located here in paragraph 1, or at least not in the last sentence in the first paragraph, okay? Okay, so that's the brief explanation for matching sentence endings. And then, so what are the strategies to answer a matching sentence endings question? So first, you have to read the instruction here. Complete each sentence with the correct ending, A to E below, and then write the correct letter, A to E, on your answer sheet. So what you have to do when you know the correct answer is just write the alphabet, A to E, okay? Not write the words, okay? And then read the questions first and underline keywords. So read the questions first, not read the text first, so you know, and then underline keywords. Why do we have to do that? So we know what information that we are looking for, okay? And then number 3, predict the answer by understanding the sentence grammar. For example, question number 1, the Ebers papyrus contains hundreds of blah blah blah. So of is followed, in this context, of is followed by a noun, not a verb, not an adjective. So we can find the ending that begins with a noun. For example, let's see option A, useful for insomnia treatment. Useful is an adjective, so we can cross that out. It's not a noun. How about B, medical advices? It is noun, so we can keep it. C, it is also a noun, dozens of medical plants. And D starts with is a verb, so we can cross that out. And E, consume, is a verb, so we can cross that out. Okay, so the answer is likely to be either B or C, so we can focus on them, okay? And then strategy number 4, scan the text and match meaning, not keywords. So we already underlined keywords here, so we did that, underlined the keywords, but what we have to do is match the meaning in the text between the words in the text, the words in the question, and the options, because there can be different words between the text, the question, and the ending, but they have the same meaning, okay? For example, hundreds may be in the text written not hundreds, or perhaps in other form of words, okay? So let's scan the text, okay, for question number 1. Do not read each word, just scan the text. Okay, for question number 1, we already found that in the first line, Ebers papyrus. The Ebers Papyrus, words in the text is Ebers Papyrus, and then words in the question or ending is Ebers Papyrus too in the question. Okay, so that's clue. And then 110-page long compilation of treatment and cures. Okay, so 110-page long compilation. Not really. That's not the answer. Although it is related to hundreds here, but it is not. It may be the answer, but let's just keep it first. And then let's continue. The text found between the legs of a mummified body in Egypt. Blah 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 blah. Nah, and then here, 811 prescriptions. Now this is more accurate than a 110-page long compilation of treatments and cures. So it says 811 prescriptions. 811 has the same meaning with hundreds, and then prescriptions has the same meaning with medical advices. Okay, written by, for example, doctors or healers in the past. And then it is more convincing because here there is a phrase saying a wide range of disorders, and then in option B there's also many issues. So, and they have the same meaning. So we can say that the answer is B. Okay, medical advices for many issues. The Ebers Papyrus contains hundreds of medical advices for many issues. Okay, let's practice. Do question number 2 by yourself, and we will discuss it later. Try do it in less than 10 minutes, because in the real IELTS test, the time flies so fast. So you have to simulate, so you have to do a simulation, practice a simulation, I suggest. So you can use a timer, and then pause this video and start doing it now. Okay, let's discuss it. First, strategy number 1, read the instruction, okay? Write the correct letter, A to E, on your answer sheet. And then read the questions first and underline keywords. For example, because we're going to do number 2 only, so we only focus on number 2, tribal and indigenous groups. You can underline them, and then predict the answer by understanding the sentence grammar. So in this context, tribal and indigenous groups still blah 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 is followed by a verb. Okay, so cross the options that do not begin with a verb. Okay, option A, useful. Is it a verb? No, it is an adjective, so we can cross that out. Same as B and C, because those options are related to question number 1, and they begin with a noun, not a verb. So we can only focus on option D and E because they start with a verb, is and consume. And then strategy number 4, scan the text and match meaning, not keywords. Okay, so we can start finding the answer from here. Later came the Hippocampus, blah 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 blah. Okay, scan the text, scan the text, scan the text. Okay, here, this is a clue. Soften the bowel and help with inflammation, because they are meaning the same thing with is inflammation and soften the bowel. But the question is, can we find tribal and indigenous groups in this paragraph or somewhere around here? The question is no. There is no talking of tribal and indigenous groups. So I am quite sure that D is not the answer. And the correct one is E, consume edible plants, because we already know that A to D are wrong, and then the only option left is E. But to make sure, let's just continue reading, okay? Here, in the second to last line and the last line, indigenous people and tribal communities. In the question, tribal and indigenous groups has the same meaning with indigenous people and tribal communities. And then the word still has the same meaning with continue. And then Consume edible plants, option E, has the same meaning with you utilize hundreds of edible plants as medicine by including them in their diet. So we are now sure that the answer is E. Okay, so that's it, my explanation for matching sentence endings in IELTS reading section. Thank you for watching until the end, and please subscribe to this channel, turn on the notification, like, comment, and share this video. Okay, see you in my other videos.